if you've ever wanted to play Wonders of the First, a little bit different, we've got a new gameplay style for you. It is called Orbital Run. And in this video, we're going to break down and look at an announcement from Rommel, as well as some of the other interesting things, like what this new playstyle looks like. And I'm going to try and get it to work in Tabletop Simulator, so we'll see how that goes. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe as you see this video. It means so much to see comments from y'all, to see a new subscriber, to just know that somebody is out there watching these videos, having fun with it, and that making these videos matter. And I really enjoy making them. So it would be awesome if you could do that. And so let me just dive in by reading you this announcement from Rommel. It comes in the middle of a conversation that he was having in Discord, so it may sound a little bit out of context at the beginning, but I just want you to hear the whole thing. The fast mode, codenamed Orbital Run, starts round 1 in Realm 4 with 4 energy. Then each round opens the adjacent realms 3 and 5, then 2 and 6, then 1 and 7. You gain energy the same way as the base game. 1 is still the tiebreaker. Just like the base game, if 1 is to your left, then it would be to the right for the players across from you. This is the basis of speed of both the speed game, Orbital Run, and the version of 3 to 4 player multiplayer, Faction Frenzy. The team game, Duality, follows the same format, except while all players can play in Realm 4, as the board opens, you can't play cards into your teammate's side. Example, I'm on the right, so I'm in 4, 5, 6, 7. You're left, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a few bits being experimented with that you guys don't have access to yet, but these are the one configuration that is being tested. And so I'm really excited about this because it can mean a lot of different interesting things for where the game is going, and a whole bunch of stuff just in general, and figuring out where the game is going, what it looks like in the future, and just figuring it all out. And so it's going to be really interesting to see how people like these game modes. If anybody has played with them, I'm looking at you, Darb. Let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments what y'all are thinking about these game modes, particularly this Orbital Run. And I'm just really interested to see how successful y'all think they are, and whether or not y'all enjoy playing them. I know, as somebody who plays a lot of Commander, having more people, being able to play in more areas, in being able to play with more people can draw a much larger audience. My family, there are 4 of us who like to play card games, and the 4 of us all play card games together. Like, it's just something my family does. And so I'm really excited to see how this grows. So I'm going to work on getting Tabletop Simulator started up. So I'm going to, fiddle some things. There'll probably be a video cut here, so on and so forth. But I will be back talking to you once that's all set up. Alright, so I've got Tabletop Simulator booted up here. And I'm just going to go ahead and make myself a little game to play in. And I want Wonders of the First, so I'm gonna load it, and hopefully it won't take forever to load. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Here we go. And you can always tell it's loading when it's, all the stuff is white, but it loaded in pretty quickly. And if you didn't know how to do a game of Wonders in the Tabletop Simulator, now you know the basics of how to open it up. And so I think this is a really good way to show kind of what I imagine that playing would look like in, playing Orbital Speedrun. And, I'll just, I like Witness Greatness. And so, where did it go? Look at my phone being all in the way. Sorry, you're about to slide, so the camera view is gonna change. Whoop. Where did the deck go? Oh, it's so finicky sometimes. There we go. That's on me. I knew how to do that, and I still messed it up. So I'm gonna put it there. And then my understanding of the way this is gonna work, this orbital speed run, whoop, is that we're gonna start in realm 4. I'm gonna have, come on, give me some more energy. 4 energy. We're starting in realm 4. I'm gonna play some stuff. Let's see, I can play this. I'm not playing out a real game here, but you know, let's draw 7. So I'm not paying attention to what cards I'm playing. I'm just playing cards so that y'all can kind of see how it would play out. And then, you know, this round would end. Whoever claims the stone, let's say I claim this stone. Word to the wise, if anybody is ever wondering how to place your cards, look for the shadow. It always falls right in the shadow. And so next, assuming I won this stone, I would start the next round with 5 energy, having gained 1 energy. And then realms 3. Now that's actually realm 5 the way I normally play, but for everybody else that's realm 3. Realm 3 and 5 would open up, and then I could play with the extra. I could play some of my extra cards. Don't forget to draw at the beginning of the round. Don't randomly drop cards and play them without actually playing them. And so, you know, it keeps going, and maybe this stone would go here. Maybe I'd claim this one. So at the next round, we'd open up this realm and this realm. We want 2 and 6. You'd draw a card at the beginning of the round. This would be the 3rd round, and I would have 2 stones, so that would be 5, 6, 7. So I'd have 7 energy. And then we'd get this stone. And that stone. And we'd play some more. Maybe I'd play this here. Maybe I'd play this here. Maybe I'd claim this stone. Maybe they'd claim that stone. The round would end. And then start of the next round. We'd been in round 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the 3 stones. And then me and my opponent would battle it out for the last 2 stones. I think this is definitely really fun. I think it's a great way that if you need to play like really quickly, or if you're wanting to test the deck, this could challenge it in some really interesting ways. And I think it's just fun to be able to see how things go in these games of just like, oh, you stupid little Jim, go in the first, please. Please note that I only talk to inanimate objects that way. I very rarely call anything stupid other than inanimate objects, and occasionally myself. But don't we all? And so, you know, it's fun. What I think will be really interesting is seeing if this tabletop simulator gets expanded to be able to, you know, fit the multiplayer format, and, you know, fit 4 playmats on here. I need to flip those and then add them. Oh, I do this every time. Gotta remember to long click, and I gotta also remember to take cards out of my hand. And so, you know, it's just gonna be fun to play and to play in this playstyle, see how multiplayer goes, especially with play boosters coming out, especially with the second set coming out. I'm really excited about this, and I hope y'all are too. So that's kind of what I've got. And, you know, I can't really show you what 4-player or team would look like because there aren't 2 playmats in here, but as you can imagine, it would be kind of this, and somebody would be playing in these realms, somebody would be playing in these realms, so on and so forth. I think it could be a lot of fun. But like I said, this is kind of what the game looks like for now. I'm super excited to see what y'all think of this. Let me know if you want me to try and get a game going with somebody with this. You know, I can probably get my dad to play, so on and so forth. And as always, the video is wrapping up, so I am going to say please like, comment, subscribe, and keep being your wonderful selves.